Okay. So I made Miss Poppy the host again. We're now live on YouTube. I rebooted my computer, and as it started back up, it said, hey, there's a Zoom update. If you'd like to install it.
Like is probably not the appropriate word, I would imagine.
Yes.
Gee.
Wyatt told me that live streaming was not authorized or turned on when it was for both accounts. I don't know. All right, State versus Michael Tejerina.
Judge, we're present, and I talked to Mr. Thornton. They're going to withdraw that motion.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, I've got you marked down, sir. All
Thank you,
right,
sir.
Sky Michelle Anderson.
She's present here at the probation department, Your Honor. We were gonna interview her and she said she's gonna hire her own attorney.
Okay. And how long does she need for that?
She said she had an appointment to talk to them today.
Okay, what dates do we have? What's the quickest date we have coming up, Miss Poppy?
The 2/8 date, which is Monday,
Well, how about a little further out than that?
2/10, which is Wednesday, and then 2/22.
Let's make it 2/22. That'll give her a fair time. 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks. 2/22 to hire. Okay, and where is Miss Anderson? Can you put
She
her?
is here at our probation department. I can bring her in front of the computer.
If you would do that, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Santiago Pacheco.
Yes, Your Honor, that's mine. He is in Bexar County Jail. We have an offer, and I'm going to speak to him at the Bexar County Jail this evening. And if the offer's good, I'd like to get on the 2/8 docket. I mean, if he accepts the offer.
All right, well, we need some kind of setting today, so I guess go ahead and pick one. Ask all the attorneys if you're just going to a new date and it's not, no one is objecting to it, just send to me in chat a message with the cause number, the name of the defendant, and the date. Cause number, name, date, in that order, nothing else. And once you've done that on all your cases, you're excused. So I would expect on him, we probably need 2/22 or something later.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have something
So we
worked
can-
out, we can put them on.
So,
more
yeah, so
quickly.
the state can get a bench warrant. Mr. Andrews, if you want to get in contact with me, if your client accepts the deal.
I can do that. Thanks, Ken.
All right.
Judge Wilson?
Yes.
Can I ask that they post that to everyone so that I can see the dates too?
Okay, that sounds good. Post those to everyone. Okay. All right, Joseph Guzman. I think I saw him signed on.
Present, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Bartlome.
He may be in a breakout room with Adriana.
All
He's
right.
back, actually.
He's not. He's back, Your Honor. And, I mean, we're no longer in the
Judge, I
breakout.
was muted, my
Oh,
apologies.
there.
Okay, I'll mark you.
We
All right.
confirm, Your Honor, and she's going to provide some discovery. I'm going to request a reset, Judge.
Okay. Graham Lassick.
I believe he's in custody.
Yeah, I had a hard time unmuting. We're gonna reset to 2:10, but before I leave, I do want to talk to him in a breakout room. It's hopefully gonna be a plea.
Okay, excellent. All right, Alfonso Leva.
He's here at the probation department, Your Honor. He has been interviewed and is awaiting to get appointed.
Okay, and is that, has it been posted in text share, do we know, or sent to me otherwise?
I can send it to you.
All right, let me see, Leva. No, he's in here.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to look. All right, and Ms. Tijerina, the same thing. You go ahead and appoint on those. All right, did I see Lisa Voigt in the room? Okay, is Lisa Voigt online?
I don't believe so, sir.
Thought I'd seen her. Nope, okay. All right, I'm going to appoint the Public Defender's Office to Mr. Leva. And who is here from them?
Ryan Boyer, I'll be taking that one.
All right, Tammy Trabig.
Your Honor, she's present at the probation department. This is originally a sentencing. We come to an agreed punishment. So it's an open plea that went to the court. And so it should just be a quick
Okay.
punishment.
I'll mark you number one if folks will get that information to me.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor.
All right, and is that Sky Anderson?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Ms. Anderson, you understand that you're facing a motion to revoke in what looks like it'd be a third-degree felony?
Yes, sir.
And probation has told me that you believe that you have enough money to hire your own attorney?
I'm working on that. Yes, sir.
Okay, have you ever hired an attorney to represent you in a felony case?
No, sir.
All right, have you spoken with some attorneys to find out what it would cost to do that?
Yes, sir.
And you believe you can afford that?
I'm going to do my best. If I come to a point to where I cannot do it, is there someone that I can call?
Yes, I'll ask you to hold on a minute. I'll ask someone from the Public Defender's Office to send a chat message that says what the number is that she would need to call at that point. For right now, I will reset you for 222, and I'm putting 222 to hire. You need to be back here in court with an attorney or having contacted the Public Defender's Office to fill out an affidavit for a court-appointed attorney by the 22nd of February, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, you're excused.
Thank you, sir.
Brandon Brill. All right, we heard anything from Clarissa Pratt? No? Okay, no show. I'll recall Jason Reyna. Skamanis? No show. I'll recall.
He's in custody, Judge.
Oh, in custody. Okay. Guadalupe Ramos.
He's present, Your Honor. We're going to ask for the reset of April the 7th with the court's permission.
Yeah, that's fine. Just post it in chat. Kathy Quinonez.
Your Honor, she's present. We're going to ask for a pretrial reset for April 7th, but she's online.
Okay. Reynaldo Guerra,
He's
Yes, Your
present,
Honor.
Your Honor. He's present. We'll ask for that pretrial setting of April 7th as well.
Angel Hinojosa,
Yes, sir. I'm here, sir. I'm here.
all right. Have you heard from Mr. Cabanas? Cabanas?
We were talking a little while ago, but I haven't heard from him since then. No.
Yes, Your Honor. He actually was online a little while ago. He messaged me. I'm not sure where he may have gone.
All right, hold on.
I want to say he was saying something about a breakout room a little while ago.
All right.
He's
Okay,
coming in
hold
right
on.
now. He's in the waiting room. Just popped in.
Huh. All right, Mr. Cabanas?
Yes, Judge. Good morning.
Morning. Okay, Angel Hinojosa, he is present.
Yes, Your Honor. I conferred with Mr. Lamb on Mr. Hinojosa. We may have an agreement so we can get another trial or pre-trial setting to work out the details.
All right, just get the date from Ms. Poppy and post that to me in chat, please, if it's an agreed date.
Yes, Your Honor.
And your announcement on Jason Reyna, who's in custody?
Judge, that's going to be a trial setting, Judge. I need to confer with Ms. Biggs later, but we're headed that way.
All right. Madison May Howard?
She should be online, Judge. And we're asking for that pretrial date of April 7th.
All right. I heard it. I'm here from somewhere. Okay.
Speak up. Addison, speak up.
I'm here.
All right. I'll mark you present. Thank you. Roman Alvarado.
He was logged on earlier, Your Honor. He's mine. I'm present.
Mr. Alvarado. All right. I'll mark him no show and recall. Johnny Dillard. Oh, there he is. Okay, I'll mark you present, sir. I've marked you present. Johnny Dillard.
He's in custody. Mr. Shaughnessy has sent a message to me saying his audio has failed.
Okay. You can see him.
Your Honor.
Mr. Shaughnessy, so what are you, please let us know what you're wanting to do. If you're going to try and get that fixed, if we need to reset cases. Esperanza Mata.
She's present with counsel, Your Honor.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Here.
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning, Judge. Could you put me in a breakout room with Mr. Thornton? I wanted to discuss this case, and probably we'll just need a reset for the April 7th date.
All right, Ms. Poppy is the host at present. And sometimes it lets the co-host, which I am, do breakout rooms, and sometimes it doesn't. Today it doesn't. So you're going to have to speak with her.
I can do that, sir. I have him on the list. Mr. Thornton, do you want me to wait till after docket call?
Yeah, after docket call, please.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Samuel Tabler Jr.
Your Honor, he's in jail and we ask you to pass it to April 7th on this matter.
All right, Gabriel Vasquez.
Judge, I'm present for him.
Yes, sir.
Anthony Cantrell, we'd like to reset that to April 7th.
All right, now I saw that Roman Alvarado answered.
I'm right here, sir.
Gary Bosco's right here, sir.
Okay. All right,
That's
Mr.
my client,
Alvarado,
Your Honor.
I need to ask you to mute your phone. I've got you down. You're present. If your attorney needs to have you discuss something, we'll call you. Apart from that, please keep your electronic device muted. All right, I'll mark you present. And I'm sorry, Mr. Cantrell, your announcement was?
We'd like to reset to April 7th, and I will send it to you in your to chat room.
Okay. And while we, let me take a moment out right now. I understand this is a very odd situation that we have going on, but while we still have most of the attorneys here on both sides, we're going to have to work these cases sooner or later. And I just would
My case is going to go to trial, Your Honor.
Yeah, I understand that, but I also know how few cases actually get tried. I just want to encourage everybody, one, talk to their clients, and two, ask the state to consider that you may, I'm not suggesting a fire sale, but you may need to be discounting some things just because however righteous your cases might be and however righteous your offer might be in normal times, if we're looking at what could be years backlog trying to get around to stuff, that's going to make it a lot more harder. Your witnesses are going to move away. They're going to get indicted for aggravated perjury. As I had happen as a prosecutor, the state's cases don't get better. Sometimes the defendant gets a lot of new ones and the need for a trial goes away. But, you know, the state's cases don't get better. And if the defendant is just absolutely positively not going to go through with the jury trial, I think this would be a good time to be on probation for it. All right, that's enough of my soapbox. Oscar Oliva.
Good morning, Judge. I'm announcing for Mr. Barrera. Client is present and we're going to ask to remain on the docket for April 7th.
Jonathan Trevino.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor. Robert Valdez is present with counsel. I'd like to confer with Ms. Biggs.
Okay, I'll mark you conferring, sir. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, Judge.
Andrew Cantu.
Council President, Your Honor, he should be online, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Present.
I need to confer with the Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Cantu, I see you. I'll mark you present. Chad Kane.
Present, Your Honor. Present with counsel, and we're going to ask to remain on the docket for the 4-7 setting.
Okay, and is
We
that,
filed
are you,
appearance of counsel yesterday, I believe.
all right, is that you personally, Mr. Barrera?
Yeah, it's our office, Judge, and so I'm the attorney, I think, designated to that case.
Okay. Ronnie Saldana.
Sorry, that's myself. I apologize for that, Your Honor. I'm gonna speak with the prosecution after docket, and I believe that we're gonna need a reset to 4-7.
Okay, and is he present?
He is in jail.
In custody, okay. All right, Raimundo Castillo III.
Judge, I'm present for him. He's on here on a telephone, I believe. We're gonna
Yes, I'm here.
remain on the docket for April 7th.
All right, just post it in chat. Eric Gonzalez.
Your Honor, I'm here for him.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
At the end of the docket, I'd like to be in a breakout room with him.
Okay, and I'll mark you present, Mr. Gonzalez. Lucas Leal.
Morning, Judge. Robert Gear for defendant, Mr. Leal. We're currently having phone and internet issues with him. I've been on the phone trying to get him online. So maybe if we can recall that, I'll keep you posted as to him logging on.
All right, I'll mark him no show and recall. Justin Ethington.
I'm here for him, Your Honor. He should be online.
I'm here, Your Honor.
At the end of the docket, I'd like a breakout room with Mr. Thornton on this one.
All right, I'll mark you present, Mr. Ethington. Rodolfo Lara.
Your Honor, Kyle Lawrence here, counsel's present. He was recently in custody. He's bonded out. I spoke with his mom this morning. He does not have a cell phone, but I'm trying to get a hold of him as we speak right now. So he only has access to a direct messenger. So may I be excused for the moment to try and track him down, and I'll inform the court of his whereabouts.
Yes.
Thank you.
Felix Rosales.
That's mine. He is present, Your Honor, on the Zoom meeting. Felix, if you could speak up.
Yes, sir. I'm here, sir.
Okay.
I'll mark you present.
We're gonna reset him, I guess, for 4-7.
Taylor Tinberg.
Good morning, Judge. Present, and he is present as well. We'd like a reset for February 10th, which is next week on Wednesday. We're in the process of filling out plea paperwork for a pretrial diversion.
All right. Just put it in chat. Lyric Ward.
I'm present for her, Judge. She's online here somewhere. Ms. Ward, announce yourself to the court, please.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
We're gonna take the February 22nd date for a plea that day, Judge. Yeah, February 22nd. I'll post that.
All right, thank you. Marquis or McKee Corrales?
Good morning, Your Honor. Omar Guda Jr. for Mr. Corrales. My client is in the Hidalgo County Jail. I spoke to Brad over at the DA's office. He's extended an offer to us. I'm going to talk to my client today right after this particular hearing and see if we can maybe come back on that 22nd date for a possible plea. I'll let the court know if we can work it out. And if not, we'll know we need to set it for trial at that time, Judge.
Okay, if you'll just post that to me in chat and make sure that Mr. Thornton knows in time to get a bench warrant from Hidalgo County.
Will do, Judge. Thank you.
Jason Aaron Martinez.
I'm here, sir.
All right, Mr. Martinez, do you have an attorney to represent you in this matter?
Yes, he was just in the chat. I don't see him in here now. It was Adrian Perez.
Adrian Perez, okay.
Judge, that's me. Name doesn't sound familiar at all. Jason Martinez, I don't know if was just newly appointed to me or not.
Yeah, I just got a message from you.
Oh, okay. He was actually appointed yesterday, Judge. That's weird. I'll go ahead and
I'll mark you conferring. That's
yes,
fine.
sir. Yes, sir.
You can reset whatever you need to do.
Thank you.
Judge, we're resetting those for arraignment on 2/22.
Okay, I'll send a chat.
Jennifer Chavaria. I'll recall Chesley Wisdom.
I'm here.
All right, and Ms.
I
Wisdom,
have that Mr. Wilkerson was appointed to her and reset for arraignment on 2/22.
That's correct, Your Honor.
all right. And the two of you have contact information that's correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right then. If it's already been reset, then you are released, ma'am. Thank you. Jesus
Thank you.
Cruz? I'm sorry?
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, that's all you have.
Thank
Jesus
you.
Cruz?
He is here at the probation department, Your Honor. He's been interviewed.
Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Lambert, you're the next attorney on the list who is present, so I will appoint you.
To a case, Your Honor?
Yes.
Perfect. I'm here.
All right, this is just one of those cases. Okay, I'm going to do that orally. We'll have to get something in writing because tech share, I just did an override to appoint the public defender's office to someone earlier today, like 5 minutes ago. And my name was in there as the judge, but now it's no longer in there. And I can't appoint you in tech share. God knows what that's about. Hopefully it doesn't know something I don't.
I
Carlos,
usually have to go through Molly to get all of that.
Louisa?
Molly usually runs all that.
Yeah, but there are no judges in there. They removed them both. Hello, Carlos Javier Loiza? No show?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present for him. He is also present. He checked in earlier with Ms. Poppy. That's a first appearance, Judge. We filed a signed waiver of arraignment. I don't know if you'd like to take that up or have us come back on the 22nd.
Notice, is there a date on the waiver of arraignment?
We did not fill one in, Judge. We left it blank so that at the court's discretion, that could be
Okay,
filled in.
I'll sign it. Just pick a date from the dates that are available and post that to me in chat, please.
I'll type it in the chat, Judge, yes.
Hilburn? David Hilburn?
He is here at the probation department, Your Honor. And again, he said he's in the process of hiring an attorney.
All right, if you would bring him in, I'd appreciate it. Yvonne Hernandez?
Judge John Lamerson from Trello. We've been appointed to represent him. He's already been reset to February 22nd. We'll get a waiver of arraignment on file before then.
All right, thank you. Clayton Foulds?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm present for him. He's present. We have an executed waiver of arraignment with the 4/7 date that I will post on the chat to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Rosita Favela? Favela? No show, I'll recall.
I have that Mr. Cabanas was assigned to that, and it was reset to 2/22.
All right. All right, let me go back up. All right, you're David Hilburn Jr.?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Mr. Hilburn, you understand you're facing a felony offense charge of assault on a peace officer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you wish to hire your own attorney?
Yes, sir.
All right. Have you ever hired an attorney in a felony case?
No, sir.
Have you ever spoken to any attorneys to see what sort of money it's going to cost for you to do that?
No, I have an appointment set for Friday.
All right. I'm going to reset your case for 2/22.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask the public defender's office to send you a message in chat there at the sheriff's office, or to send it to everyone that lets you know what the toll-free number is to contact them if you decide that you are unable to hire your own attorney.
All right.
After you meet with one to see how much it's going to cost, so that by 2/22 you need to be in court with an attorney.
All right.
Or having filled out an affidavit at least, so I know whether you're eligible for a court-appointed attorney.
All right.
If you get that information in chat, which just got posted from TRLA or the public defender's office, you're free to go. Robert Cruz. Recall, no show. Salvador Carvajal.
He's also been reset for 2/22, Judge, already. We'll get a waiver of agreement on file before then.
Timothy Anderson. No show, I'll recall. Guy Reese. No show. Carlos Omar Torres. All right, no show. I'll recall. Marco Navarro.
He is present with counsel, Your Honor. We filed an appearance of counsel yesterday, and we're asking to remain on the 4-7 setting, please.
Okay, if you'll just send that in chat.
Yes, sir.
Tinia Shanice Mullins. And I believe this is the case I appointed to the Public Defender's Office.
Judge, I'm here. It's not my particular case and I don't know about it.
I just did it this morning, so.
And she is here at the probation department.
Okay, yes, so if you would just get in touch with her, sir, and you can reset for 222 or whatever you need.
Perfect. If make sure probation give her our toll-free number, I'll get in contact her. We'll get a waiver of arraignment on file.
Sounds good.
All right, anyone else told to be here today on a criminal case? And I didn't have any civil dockets, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, I'll let the attorneys who need to confer, confirm.
Judge, if you don't need me any further, may I be excused?
Yes, if
Oh, thank you, Judge.
Well, as long as I've gotten a post on anything that you're resetting today with the in chat, yes, you're excused.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this is Woody Halstead on Esperanza Mata's case. We had filed a motion for an appointment of an expert. Is that something you wanted to take up this morning or not?
That was like in the last week?
I believe it was filed last week sometime or the week before,
Okay.
Relatively recently.
I think I've already signed that.
Okay. I'll double check our file to see if we have a signed copy.
You might check with the district clerk. Yes, I think I've already signed that.
I'll
the e-file.
And I'll let you know.
Okay, I thought it was an e-file case. I recollect seeing it, one from your firm.
Okay, I'll double check, Judge. Thank you.
Your Honor?
Yes.
I have put in chat the date for next date for 4-7 for Mr. Roman Alvarado. He's in on page 3 of your docket, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Are we excused, Your Honor?
Yes, after you've done that on all your cases, the attorneys are excused.
Thank you.
Judge, this is Mr. Orta. I'm here on the Tijerina.
Right.
The prosecutor is gonna file a motion to withdraw the MTR. And I conferred with him earlier and he says he's in the process of doing that.
Okay, I will just put dismissal to follow and reset on request.
Do I have to do anything else or?
No, sir, that's it. There's no setting. We'll have to get a setting for anything to go forward, and I'll sign that dismissal when it gets to me.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Judge. How about my client?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge, for being excused. Thank you.
And just to let the attorneys know, if you posted something to me in chat before 9:57 a.m., that I don't have it because I was not on or I exited and I don't have it. So before then, I'm going to need to know it.
Did you get off? All right.
Sir, can I start opening up the breakout rooms?
Yes, please.
Okay. Ms. Biggs, I'm going to put you in with Mr. Valdez, okay? And Mr. Thornton, I'm going to put you in with Mr. Wolf.
And Your Honor, whenever you're available, I believe.
Thank you, Kevin.
Sorry, Your Honor. Whenever you're ready, Your Honor, the sentencing on Ms. Trabig on top of page 2. I believe she's at probation.
All right, let me get the, we'll send some paperwork on that. Let me pull it.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Miss Poppy, Mr. King Dawes asked to be put in a breakout room with me on Justin Ethington. That is actually Kenny Lamb's case. So when you get to that, that needs to go to Kenny Lamb.
Yes, sir, I made that note. Thank you. Mr. Perez, who did you need to see earlier?
Graham Lassick. He's in the jail.
Can the Atascosa County Jail hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you please get Mr. Lassick to speak with Mr. Perez?
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Adam Flores, I think you said you needed to speak with somebody.
Yes, and the ADA, please. This better.
Okay, I have two of them tied up right now. Mr. Lamb, you're getting ready for your sentencing, is that correct?
Yes, and I believe, is that on Andrew Cantu? Mr. Flores?
Yes, correct.
I can tell you who the prosecutor is. Give me one moment. That would be Mr. Thornton whenever he's available.
All right, thank you, sir.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
All right, calling State versus Tammy Marie Trabig.
We are ready, Your Honor. I believe she is in probation.
We are getting her, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, prior to the sentencing, the state and the defense counsel have agreed to a punishment of 8 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Institutions Division.
We have, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to work on the other screen. Tell me, please, when she's there.
Yes, Your Honor.
There she is, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, are you Tammy Trabig?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, and when we were here back in December, I believe that you pled to a motion to adjudicate on a deferred adjudication? Is that-
No, Your Honor.
TR?
This was a open plea.
Oh, an open plea. Okay, all right. All right, you entered an open plea on a first-degree felony. And at that time, I ordered the adult probation office to prepare a pre-sentence investigation report. And let me ask, has that been done?
Yes.
Your Honor.
Okay, and has it been sent to me?
Yes, Your Honor. It was
so.
sent to all councils, I believe last week.
It was,
Okay, here it is. No, yeah, 121. All right.
Mhm.
Actually, it just says it's,
There's one email prior to that, Your Honor. There was a.
I found it. I found it. Just give me a moment. Let me look at this and then we'll get going.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I've had a chance to review the pre-sentence investigation report. Let me ask you, are there any objections or additions to it from the defense?
nothing, Your Honor.
All right, and it's also my understanding that the parties have come to an agreement. I'm going to ask Mr. Lamb to read that into the record.
The punishment recommendation, or the agreed punishment in this case, Your Honor, is for 8 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Institutions Division, $315 in court costs with 86 days credit.
All right, Mr. Trabig, did you hear what was read into the record by the state's attorney?
Yes, sir.
Is that your agreement in this case?
Yes.
Did the state's attorney add anything or leave anything out?
No.
Anything else on either side?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor. Ms. Trabig did show up to probation with her family. If she is asked to turn herself in, I'd ask that to be later today so that she can say goodbye to them and then go over to the jail, if possible.
No, this needs to be wrapped up expeditiously. All right, if there's nothing else, I will follow the plea bargain agreement in the state, between the state and the defendant. I'll find the defendant guilty of the first-degree felony offense of manufacture or delivery or possession with intent to deliver of a first-degree of a 400 to 200 grams of a controlled substance, methamphetamine, and sentence her to 8 years confinement plus court cost and restitution. Is there any legal reason why sentence should not now be imposed?
There is not, Your Honor.
All right, it is the order, judgment, and decree of the court that you be taken by the sheriff of Atascosa County and transported to the authorized receiving agent in the Department of Criminal Justice. You'll be confined for a period of 8 years. Your sentence will commence today. It will run concurrently with any other sentence that you may be under. And you will receive credit for 86 days spent in jail so far on this charge. You understand, ma'am, that originally, if this was an open plea, you would have had some rights to possibly to appeal on the sentence, but that because you have come to a plea bargain agreement with the state sentence in this case, and I followed that sentence, you understand that you have now waived your right to appeal and you may not appeal this case?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Okay, ma'am.
I can go into a breakout room with her, Your Honor, and explain.
All right, I'll ask you to do that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge Wilson, Mr. Thornton and I have completed our conferring on Adrian Gonzalez, and I already put in the chat the request for the 4/7 date.
After the attorneys have done that, I ask you to be certain that you're finished, because sometimes we're tracking you down. But if you've done that on your only case or all your cases, you're free to take off.
Thank you very much. And so, as well, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
An hour and 45 minutes of accomplished. Your Honor, this is Woody Halstead on Ms. Mata's case again.
Yes.
Clerk's office, and apparently you had seen the motion, but you put a note on it to hold for a hearing.
Oh, okay. That's on me. All right. I just wanted you to talk with the state about that. If the state's in agreement, it's fine. I mean, I'm not giving them a veto, but I just, I also wanted to know, y'all to consider, I don't know, you may have said what the expert particularly was for, but I also wanted y'all to consider, is this at all a situation where it might be appropriate to appoint a neutral expert that the parties agreed on, who, rather than having the state pay for doing experts? And if it's not, it's not. But I've also wanted y'all to be able to talk about that. So if you would just confer with Mr. Lamb or whomever on the other side, and if there's not an agreement, then we'll have a 30-second hearing.
Okay, Judge, I could go to a breakout room with Ms. Biggs then.
Yeah, Ms. Poppy's in charge of those.
Okay.
So I've just been invited to another breakout room, so I'm going to join that first.
That's fine. I've never had anybody take me up on that joint expert, but I'm going to keep trying.
Okay, I'm ready for the next breakout room, I think with Mr. Halsted, if,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
thank you.
Mr. Halsted, I had to move you into room 9 from 10, so you may need to rejoin that.
Mr. Shaughnessy? Mr. Shaughnessy?
Your Honor, I think his audio was messed up, is what.
Yes, but I heard him flipping papers, I thought.
No.
I heard papers flipping while.
I believe Mr. Lambert's back.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Trabig, I'm going to ask you to unmute your computer. All right, ma'am. You had a chance to confer privately with your attorney, Mr. Lambert,
Yes,
and you understand now that you had gone from a disposition of the case where you did not have a plea bargain agreement with the state, which meant that you would have had rights, some rights to appeal. And now you have a plea bargain agreement with the state that fixes what your punishment is. And you gave up the possibility of probation or deferred and a sentence of 5 to 8 years, but you also gained the certainty that you wouldn't be sentenced to anything more than 8 years, and the sentence could have gone up to 99 years or life. And that because you made that agreement with the state and I followed it, that you do not have the right to appeal this case. Are you clear on that?
yes.
And is that what you want to do?
You know, I want probation. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm not asking if that's what you would prefer to do. I'm asking if you're asking me to approve a plea bargain agreement.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lambert, do you believe your client understands the nature of the rights she's giving up?
I do, Your Honor.
And actually, all right. Okay, then I'll find the defendant made her post-trial waivers knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily also, and I will approve them, and I will certify to the Court of Appeals that this is a plea bargain and she has waived the right to appeal and may not appeal. I wish you good luck, ma'am, and it looks like until 8 years ago, you had no contact other than maybe a traffic ticket with law enforcement, and that since then you've had a whole bunch of that, and it's been drug-related. You know that as well as I do, and I'm sure a lot better. You'll have some opportunity while you're confined to get help and make sure that you don't engage in using drugs again when you get out. And I urge you to take care of that and take advantage of those opportunities. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Halstead, do you still need a hearing or?
I don't think the state has any opposition to the court approving our motion.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, then, if you will post that to me in chat, I'll sign it and give it to the clerk's office.
Ms. Poppy, if you to put me in the room with Mr. King-Dawes.
Yes, sir. So I was going to ask. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I think I got that posted in there.
All right, give me just. All right, I just posted the plea package with the updated signatures on it for the waivers of our post-trial matters and the judgment on Trabig. Mr. Halstead, what's your client's name?
Esperanza Mata, Your Honor.
Okay, and I just posted that signed order to, oh, hold on. I don't think it had, I'm going to do it again, Ms. Benavides. I don't think it had signed my, saved my changes.
Okay, Judge.
All right, I've sent it twice now.
Thank you, Judge. And we have posted our reset date for that April 7th date. And with your permission, we'll excuse ourselves.
You're free to go.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Tapia? She take off? Looks like it. She was there recently.
Sort of.
Mr. Shaughnessy?
I don't know. I'm muted.
No, you're not.
Muted.
No, you're not. We can hear you, Ed.
I don't really.
I'm going to mute him before he says something. I've got to find him over. Put him in the waiting room.
I just messaged him that we could hear him, but I'm not sure he got it.
All right, Mr. Shaughnessy, I brought you back from the waiting room. I put you there because,
Yeah. I have to get some gift cards to put in them.
all right, can you hear me, Ed?
We're going to do that today.
All right. His microphone's fine, it's his speakers.
Judge, this is James Anders.
Yes.
I have a question about an issue from yesterday. I had a Kenneth Carlisle that was on an MTR that was taken in Wilson.
Yes.
And the gentleman that was supposed to come and you were going to speak with him from the bail bonds company, he texted me and said, I got on this morning, the judge wasn't there, so I left. And then I've been telling him that you're back, but he hasn't responded.
All right, Mr. Anders, you may need to set something, and I don't know, I mean, we don't have a bail bond board to complain to.
Right, yeah. You know, yeah.
So
Other than yell.
he was acting in good faith, and it was just a matter of he was going to go, oh, I meant to withdraw that motion to get off. I didn't know it had already been signed or some BS. I want to make sure he had a chance to do that. If he's not,
Right, I understand.
I mean, file whatever you need to file.
Sure, I understand. Okay, well, I'll head that way, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, there comes Jennifer Tapia. All right, Ms. Tapia, you sent me a waiver of arraignment, but I am unable to open it. When I try to download it, it says it's corrupted.
Oh.
That's a Zoom issue, I'm sure, not your end, but if you would send it over, Zoom manages to corrupt things sometimes as they come over.
Would you like me to e-file it, Your Honor,
Or that's fine too.
Okay, I will do that right now. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your Honor, may I interject for one moment?
Yes.
I sent you by email the judgment on Ms. Trabig. Do you want me to actually, I didn't ask, do you want me to send that through chat or?
I signed it and sent it to Ms. Benavides.
Yes, I have it.
Okay, then. I just wanted to double check, Your Honor.
And I just emailed it to Lara.
Miss Chris, they're gonna take you the thumbprint, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Mr. King-Dawes, I'm going to put you in with your client, Mr. Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, you're going to be invited to a breakout room where you can speak with your attorney privately, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and did Lucas Leal show up?
I have him as absent on my docket, Your Honor.
Mr. Gear posted a date to chat, but I had a question on that as well.
Yeah, I never heard from him that I know of. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. We need to hear back from him.
I'll touch base with Mr. Gear.
Thank you. Okay, does anybody have anything ready to go?
Your Honor, I don't know that you ever called my case.
Mr. Shaughnessy, I've called in your case and you a number of times.
I think there was a question of getting muted. I don't know what happened, but.
Well, I kept muting you because I kept calling you and there was no indication you could hear me, but we kept hearing you.
Well, sorry about that. It's Johnny Lee Dillard, Your Honor. If I could have a moment with Miss Biggs, that might be, he's in custody.
Okay, yes, page 3. Ms. Biggs, I'm not sure if she's waiting to meet with somebody, but Ms. Poppy's in charge of the breakout rooms right now. And
I'll put y'all together.
Okay. If anybody else has anything ready to go, I will go and work on my judge's queue and I'll be here.
Judge, were there?
Sorry for the confusion, Your Honor.
That's all right.
Judge, Minu's asked me to ask how many FTAs were there?
Oh, a bunch. I don't know yet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. One of them has an attorney who didn't answer. And one of them, his attorney sent us a reset, but I never heard from him. So we're going to check on that. So who don't have attorneys, something like that.
Minu's asked me to talk to the state and to ask you to hold off on warrants. Today was the first day that we had sent out letters with Molly's contact information. Minu would be asking Brad and the court to hold off on warrants until the 22nd, just because the contact information that we might have sent out might be inaccurate.
Okay. All right. We can do that on the ones who don't have attorneys.
Okay.
Judge, I'd like to know a little bit more about that. Don't they get notice from the court independently as
All right, Mr. Thornton, I don't know. I do know that there was confusion, that there were people who departed, that there were email addresses that no longer worked, that there were numbers that were given out, that the people at those numbers or number didn't know that it had been given out. And when they were called, they said, it's nothing to do with us. So this will be a one-time thing. And we'll reset the folks who didn't have attorneys to 422.
And Brad, that's kind of an internal thing. If we could get into a breakout room, or if you want to talk to Minu.
Sure, whatever works.
Let's just go into a breakout room so we can have a little bit of privacy.
Sounds good.
In your honor, I have an announcement on a case.
Okay.
It's Rudolfo Lara. He's on page 6, the first one. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. I've spoken to his family, but they don't have any contact with him. Because he was in custody and he bonded out on a separate charge, and I just have no contact with him.
Okay. All right, I'll leave that as a nice sign.
Okay. All right. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be working on my judge's queue.
And this is Attorney Ana Flores from Miss Poppy.
Yes, sir.
I asked for a reset date for March 3rd. Is that okay with you? For Andrew Cantu?
Yes, I put the dates to you, sir, so if it matches to the dates I sent you, those are good dates.
Okay, maybe excuse other way for the judge.
If you've posted everything to chat, I'm trying to get there, 1 second.
Okay.
Yes, sir, you posted everything to chat. You
Right.
should be fine.
Okay, I'll wait for the judge to come back to be excused.
Mr. Flores, my standing rule is if you've posted on everything in chat with the new dates and you're certain of that, you're excused.
Thank you, Honor. Thank you. Have a good day.
Ms. Poppy, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Jennifer? Hi, I was trying to reach Judge Wilson regarding a I guess Kenneth Carlisle, he had some questions for me. I'm a bail bondsman. I guess his lawyer was trying to set up a meeting. I'm not really sure. I get called away, so I wasn't able to log in earlier, but I did
Yes, sir.
log
Is
in earlier this morning.
Mr. Andrews is his attorney?
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you to hold on a moment, sir. He just signed off. Ms. Poppy, do you have
no
his
problem.
email or his cell phone?
I do, Your Honor. I'll send him a message.
Thank you. All right, hold on, sir.
No problem, no problem, Judge.
I'm also trying to get in touch with Ms. Pratt about the setting today.
Thank you.
Jennifer, are you able to do breakout rooms with inmates in the jail?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, that'd be super if I could get Johnny Lee Dillard.
Okay, Ascot County Jail, did y'all hear his request?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It'll be a bit, but I'm gonna put you in a breakout room
Well,
right
I
now.
know. That's life in the 2021.
Mr. King Dawes, did the breakout room not work the initial time with your client?
No. I already saw him.
Okay, I just wanna make sure.
Yeah, I just need a breakout room with Brad now.
With Brad, okay, got you. Thank you.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, I'm back.
Mr. King Dawes would like to meet with you, Brad.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, Judge, I spoke with Brad, and this is a MENU issue that we're in a transition period, and we think that's some
I've
context.
already reset them all to 222.
Okay, yes, Judge.
Okay, and like I said, that'll be a one-time thing. Hopefully y'all can get in touch and they'll show up.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
And actually, are you going to send them additional notices to appear or?
I am not in that conversation loop right now.
Okay, let me tell you what I will do. I will have the nice eyes called, but I will not sign them. And I'll set them for 222. And if they show up there, great, or make other arrangements to appear by 222. Otherwise, since they were given notice for today and they failed to appear.
Right, yeah, so if the court can give notice, and then we'll do whatever we're doing.
Right.
Okay.
Ms. Lopez, if you'll hold on, we're waiting on Mr. Anders. That'll be right here.
Thank you.
So I'll reset these for first appearance again and then send notices?
No, don't send any notices. They already failed to appear once. We're just giving them a chance to show up.
And then 222 will be Judge Ellison.
Okay, and that's fine. Just as the state, somebody didn't show up, let me know and let Judge Ellison know that we just gave him a chance to show up and he didn't need to bother with nice eyes, that we already have the bailiff certificates. All right, Mr. Anders,
Yes, Your Honor.
what is your client's name from yesterday?
It is Kenneth Carlisle.
Kenneth Carlisle. All right. And Mr. Lopez is here. Do you need a chance to speak with him in a breakout room or?
I don't know if what kind of questions are going to be asked by the court, but I can speak to him.
All right. Well, Mr. Lopez, let me just tell you what this is about. You're a bondsman. Several weeks ago, apparently you turned in a request to be removed from the bond of Kenneth Carlisle. And that was
Correct.
signed. And Mr. Carlisle was taken into custody yesterday. But Mr. Carlisle represented to his attorney that you were continuing to accept payments from him.
Well, Judge, our services were rendered when we got him out of jail back in November, and he owed us money on the bond. And, he was a high-risk bond out of Rockport, never reported. He never paid us the fee that we fully earned when he got released. And he called me late at night. I had no idea he was going to probation. I was just trying to collect on a delinquent account what he owed us. He paid us for fees that we had already, we provided for him. And there was no way to tell that. I mean, I get calls at all hours of the night from clients, and he had never reported and didn't make an effort to make payment arrangements whatsoever. We didn't file the warrant for affidavit of surety surrender till January, first week of January, months later, when he hadn't paid anything since prior to Thanksgiving. So that was the basis.
All right. And Mr. Anders, I've had Mr. Lopez here as a litigant and not sworn in right now, but do you have any questions for him?
Well, the only thing I'd ask is that when in your contract, does it specifically say that there's a total amount due, whether you are released from the bond or whether you or is it just someone owes you that money and you'll take it no matter whether you're on their bond or not? What does your contract say?
Well, I mean, the contract that he stated, he signs a promissory note, payment agreement. There's terms and agreements. He signs a guarantee. He's liable for the bond and the bond fee. And the bond fee is based on the charge, based on a percentage of the amount of the bond liability. And he's, once he steps out of the jail, we're on the hook. We're liable for that. And that's what he's paying for, is the use of that guarantee. So, I mean, in the contract, he signed that he would be paying for the full bond amount. Actually, I gave him a reduction. What he paid for was just a compromise settlement. I even texted that to him.
So you texted to him saying,
so if you're asking me, did he sign anything in the contract? Yes, there's a contract with the balance. Yes.
Okay. Did you give any indication to him that you were off his bond prior to his final payment, which happened in the past 2 weeks?
He called me very late at night, and he was texting me, so we weren't actually speaking. And he sent me a text that he wanted to pay off his bond fee. So I obviously, we wanted to collect on the debt. So I responded and charged him. And then there was a disagreement about the money. And then I said, we'll take a compromise settlement just to get it paid off. And that's what he paid. And that was it. And then the next day I get a call from him that he's at the probation office. So that was the only reason he was paying it, because I guess he had to go see his probation officer. He was worried that, he didn't. I guess people think a bond is only related to paying the fee, and they don't have to worry about checking in or showing up in court when they're supposed to show up. Sort of lays a predicate if the person's going to be a responsible individual. If they don't take the time to call us and check in, they're probably not going to be responsible and show up in court. So no, I didn't. We didn't have that conversation, if that's what you're asking me.
Okay, so the answer is that you did not have the conversation with him saying that you have gotten off the bond.
And yes, sir, please just answer that question, then we'll shut it off.
That is correct. That is correct.
All right. And Mr. Anders, again,
We did not have a
was that, okay, Ms.
conversation.
Lopez,
We were on
Mr.
that.
Lopez? That's,
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
just said that I wanted to inquire and see if there was an error, if there was a misunderstanding, if there were people not communicating at the bond company. And I'm being told that none of those things transpired. And I think I suggested yesterday that it may be that the bond company would come in and say, hey, yeah, we took his money. He already owed us that money because he didn't pay 100% up front. And that's what they're saying. So, I mean,
I understand, Your Honor.
if they're doing that improperly, then your client may have a cause of action for that, but there's no misunderstanding that I didn't want somebody to be sitting in jail just because there was a miscommunication. All right. So Ms. Lopez, I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for the court's time, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge. I'll contact you, attorney. I'm sorry, attorney. I'll contact you. I certainly don't like to put people back in jail. We want to be, we try to help our clients and be good, but you know, they have to comply with rules and guidelines. So I'll call you back, see if we can get something going to, I know Kenneth is in jail now, so I'll get back with you and see what can be done. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And anything else for me to look at before I go back to the judge's queue?
Maybe excuse, Your Honor.
Certainly.
All right. Thank you.
No? Okay. Y'all let me know if you have something.
Hi, Jennifer.
Yes, sir.
If you could put me back in a breakout room with Eric Gonzalez really quick.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Your Honor and Jennifer, I think I see that Mr. Keendaws has reset both Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Ethington, and they're both still online.
Mr. Gonzalez is supposed to be in a breakout room with Mr. Keendaws right now. Mr. Gonzalez, you need to join room 16, please.
Okay.
And Kenny, you're correct on Mr. Justin Ethington. We have a reset date of 4/7 on him.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Mr. Keendaws wanted to speak with him. He did mention that at one point.
Mr. Keendaws is back, so.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, Justin, I'll talk to you a little bit later. But Eric didn't join me in the breakout room.
He just did. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Let me
And
go
do you
back.
want Mr. Ethington to hang out and wait for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, Mr. Thornton, you signed an agreed order on a writ of habeas corpus on Domingo Cordova.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Any recommendations on the bond? I mean, it's PR bond, just didn't really matter. 5,000 each?
Yeah, whatever the standard would be for their level of offenses. I think that sounds about right.
Judge Wilson, I believe Mr. Gear's client is connecting. Lucas Leal on page 5.
All right, and you're Lucas Leal? Well, his audio is not hooked up. All right. Mr. Leal, I'm asking you to unmute your phone.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're Lucas Leal?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I had problems with my phone. Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay, and where were you this morning at 9 o'clock?
I didn't get the email. I didn't check the email. I thought it was at the end of this month for court, and I was working with my dad.
All right, sir, and you understand your case has been reset for April 7th?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. April 7th.
Yes. All right, you need to make sure you appear in court 9 a.m. on that date.
9 a.m. April 7th. Yes, sir.
Okay, you're released.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and let me ask you, attorneys, what are we waiting on right now?
Your Honor, I'm seeking a breakout room with the jail on Johnny Dillard. He said it'd take a little bit.
Okay.
I believe he was there. Jill, can you hear us on Mr. Dillard?
Yes, ma'am. We went into the breakout room. He never joined. The inmate was waiting for about like 5 minutes on him to join.
Can you put him back in? And Mr. Shaughnessy, I'll send you back to breakout room again.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. I didn't get a notice that he was in there, but I'll be here.
It's going to be room 17. It should pop up, but if it doesn't, you need to hover on the bottom of your screen.
Well, it's okay. Got it.
Because I don't have anything that I know of. I think we don't have any more hearings or matters to take up with the court.
Okay, let me sign this MTR order and we can start going over the docket.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Page 1, Michael Tejerina, dismissal to follow.
Yes, sir.
Anderson, 222 to hire. Pacheco, 222. Guzman, 47. Lassick, 210, possible plea. Leva, 47. And that's the public defender's office.
Yes, sir.
Trabig, final judgment. Brill, no show. And
Yes,
yes, nice eye if we don't hear something quickly.
yes, Your Honor.
The
I'm
rest,
sorry, I'm sorry, I had someone talking to me in the office here. I believe probation checked into that, Ms. Montiel, and the defendant is in custody in Wilson County since January 21st. And Ms. Pratt will be logging on soon.
Okay.
okay. All right, let me make that change. And the rest of the page, 47.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. The next page, 47, for everyone except Mr. Dillard. We're still waiting on Mr. Shaughnessy.
Yes, sir.
Page after that, 47 through, except for Andrew Cantu. Andrew Cantu is 3-3. Everybody else is 4-7.
Yes, sir.
Page 5, everybody is 4-7.
Your Honor, Lucas Leal. What?
He's the one that
He
just
showed
got
up.
excused.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't here, Judge.
That's fine.
And Eric Gonzalez, did he already reset him to 4-7?
Yes, I see Mr. King Dawes's latest post. What's her
Got
post?
it, thank you.
Okay, we just did that page. All right, page 5, everyone is 4-7.
Sir.
Somebody have a question?
No question, Your Honor.
Okay. Page 6, nice eye for Rodolfo Lara.
Yes, sir.
Rosales, 4-7. Tinberg, 210. And then the rest of the page, 222.
Yes, sir.
Then Chavarria, nice eye, and 222. And I'm not going to sign the nice eye if she shows up by then. Wisdom, 222, David Wilkerson. Cruz, I don't know that I have anything for Cruz.
Those you appointed Mr. Lambert and reset
Right.
to 222.
Okay. Loeza, 4-7, and the next two, 222. And Wisdom is David Wilkerson. Fooled, 4-7. Favelo is Mr. Cabanas, 222. Carvajal, and the rest of the page is 222, but Cruz, Anderson, and Reese are also Nysai's,
Yes.
as is Porras on page 9. And then Navarro is 4-7. And Mullins, nobody got anything. Is that 222?
Yes. Mullins was 222.
Okay. All right.
And I believe Ms. Pratt and Mr. Shaughnessy are both back.
Okay. All right. Yes, Ms. Pratt Hernandez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What's going on with your client? We found out we think is in custody in Wilson County.
Well, that's what I suspected. I called and they couldn't confirm that he was there, and that's what I'm getting from his family. He does have another attorney appointed, Eric Reynolds, on a separate case. But this is a third case, I believe, that he's picked up. That's not related to any one of the other cases.
Right. So has anyone actually spoken to Booking in Wilson County and asked if he's there?
I called the sheriff's office.
All right. What'd they say?
They said they couldn't confirm that he was there. So I don't know if I should probably send him a letter of representation for this case so that they can disclose that to me.
Your Honor, I can check on that.
Yeah, I'll ask probation or the state to check on that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, with me, respect to Mr. Dillard, if I could get back in a breakout with Miss Biggs.
Okay. All right. Again, I'm not the host. Miss Poppy's doing those.
Whoops.
Gonna put you on breakout room 18.
Thank you.
Hi, Jennifer.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm ready for Justin Etherington for a breakout room.
Okay, Mr. Etherington, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney. It's where you can speak with him privately. You'll see that pop up on your screen shortly. It's gonna be breakout room 19.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.
Your Honor?
Yes.
I didn't know if you were working on something. I wanted to bring a case to the court's attention. Julio Arguello, we had the MTR hearing back in December, and we're still waiting on the court sentencing on that case.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to send me an email, copy of the prosecutor, and I will work on that this
Will do.
afternoon, get that knocked out. I'm sorry.
Send it right now, Your Honor. Thank you.
Fantastic, you know.
Jennifer, if you could put me back with Mr. Dillard in the jail, that'd be good.
Yes, sir. It looks like they're in breakout room 17 still, so I'm just gonna move you in.
Oh, okay. All righty. Super.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I have confirmed that he is in custody at the Wilson County Jail. And
Okay.
this was Brandon Brill.
Right. All right. So what is this set for today?
Today was a pretrial on a new case.
Okay. So do we want to just see if the Wilson County Jail can put him on?
I'm sorry. I don't mind doing either one.
If Ms. Pratt needs to speak to him, I believe so, but this is set for a pretrial, and I just want to clarify one thing.
Mr. Shaughnessy, were you able to get back with the jail in room 17?
Yes, I wanted to update you, Jennifer.
Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure.
No, everything's good. I spoke to Ms. Biggs. I spoke to my client. Ms. Biggs is going to review her file for purposes of a plea bargain offer that might prove acceptable to Mr. Dillard. So I guess I need a reset date.
The general pretrial reset date is 4/7. If you need another date to plea, those are also posted, but I can give them to you.
Oh, 4/7. 4/7's fine.
Okay, please post that to chat, sir.
Will do.
Ms. Poppy, could you put me, Ms. Pratt, and Ms. Tristan into a breakout room just so we can discuss something real quick?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, Jenner. I finished with my 2 and I reset it, so I'm gonna leave if, is the judge on the break?
Oh, he's right here.
Oh, okay. Judge, I reset my cases, so may I be excused?
If you're finished with them all, yes, sir, you're free to go.
All right, thank you.
I would have that same announcement, Your Honor. I've posted the reset date and I'll be conferring with Ms. Biggs.
Okay, my rule is as long as you're certain that you've finished with everything and you've posted everything, you're free to take off whenever you've done that.
Okay, appreciate your time. Sorry about being on mute for so long. I don't know what caused
It
it.
happens. All right, have a good day, sir.
Will do, you too.
All right, so is that, no, Ms. Pratt, we're still waiting on her.
Can I ask you a question on that hearing that Philip and I had a while back? You had said you were going to issue a ruling. Have you had a chance to look into that, or do you need a copy of a judgment or something to prepare?
That was our WeHo?
Or yes.
Okay, no, I'll do something this afternoon.
Okay.
You're supposed to send me an email. You may have just gotten it. If you have a proposed order, go ahead and I'll look at that in his. Hello?
Yes.
Oh, it looks like you'd frozen up for a minute.
Oh, okay. Did you want me to send you a proposed judgment? Because usually, it's a sentence. I could send you that.
Yeah, sure. Just make sure you copy Mr. Lambert.
Right, absolutely.
Ms. Poppy, is there some time this afternoon that Judge Ellison and I and you could talk on whether we're going with indigent defense?
Yes, sir, I'm sure. I just don't know what Judge Ellison's day looks like. I know he's in court right now.
Okay.
I can go ask Lori where they're at.
After 2 would be good, probably.
Jennifer, is Miss Pratt still in the breakout room or did she leave?
I apologize. I heard my name when I was at my door. What's going
Oh,
on?
no, there she is. I wasn't sure if Miss Pratt had left. Your Honor, I've spoken to Ms. Tristan and Miss Pratt on Brandon Lee Brill. We won't be needing him today. I've confirmed with Miss Pratt. We're in agreement to reset to 4-7. It's been posted in chat. He has multiple higher level offenses out of Wilson County, and so we're agreed to reset to 4-7 to monitor those cases. He's being held over there on an aggravated sexual assault cases, and so.
Okay. All right, that sounds good. So is that everything?
Yes, Your Honor, that's on my docket.
Let's see, Dillard 4-7. Okay.
Lori is checking with Judge Ellison right now on the question you asked a moment ago.
Okay, well, I'll release everyone else and I will hold on to see what answer we get on that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
Jennifer,
Yes, ma'am?
can you check with Lori if Judge Ellison still has Atascosa going on right now? So
She
I
said
couldn't.
he's finished.
Okay. Thank you.
Judge Ellison said he can be available at 2 o'clock, sir.
Okay, well, I will talk to y'all at 2.
Do you want us to call you on your cell phone or?
That sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
All right.